Hey everyone, and welcome back. You know how much we love diving deep into the stuff you're curious about, and well,
As the weather starts to turn,
it's definitely that time of year again, isn't it?
yeah, a lot of you have been asking about winter prep.
So we're going to do exactly that. We're going to help you get ready for the colder months.
We've got a great guide here called Winter Precautions, staying safe and warm.
Full of tips and tricks to stay cozy and safe all winter long.
Some of it you might know, but I bet you'll find some surprises too.
Let's jump right in.
Sounds good.
This guide starts off talking about layering clothes,
Oh, yeah, crucial stuff.
and they emphasize like moisture-wicking base layers.
Right, gotta stay dry to stay warm.
But is there more to it than that?
Oh, definitely. It's like how animals stay warm, with all that fur or feathers.
You're like polar bears with all that thick fur.
Exactly. And get this, their hairs are actually hollow, which helps trap even more heat.
Wow, no kidding. So it's
Mm.
not just about like piling on clothes.
Nope. It's about choosing the right materials, too.
Yeah.
You want fabrics that wick away sweat.
So like what kind of fabrics are we talking about?
Think synthetics like polypropylene or merino wool. They're great at pulling moisture away from your skin.
Huh, interesting. So what you're saying is like cotton might not be the best choice.
You got cotton absorbs moisture, and that can actually make you colder.
Wow, I never really thought about it like that.
There was this study a few years back by the University of Calgary.
Oh yeah?
They compared all sorts of fabrics and found that fleece, while it feels warm, can actually trap moisture.
So it ends up making you colder in the long run.
Exactly.
I'm already rethinking my whole winter wardrobe.
Yeah,
Okay, so we've talked about layering for our bodies,
right.
but what about our homes?
Oh, yeah. Keeping your house warm and safe is super important.
The guide stresses getting your heating system checked before it gets too cold.
It's all about being proactive.
Right.
Right.
Rather than waiting till it breaks down in the middle of a blizzard.
Exactly. A furnace that's overworked is more likely to malfunction.
So getting it serviced beforehand is key.
And don't forget about space heaters.
Oh yeah, those can be dangerous if not used properly.
Make sure they're clean and good working order, and definitely away from anything flammable.
It's easy to forget about those things when they're tucked away in the closet all summer.
It is.
And while we're on the topic of home safety, what about those emergency supply kits?
Oh, those are essential. You never know when a winter storm might knock out the power.
Yeah, you could be stuck inside for days.
Exactly. Having a kit with blankets, non-perishable food water flashlights, a battery-powered radio,
It can make all the difference, right?
it really can.
All right, so we've covered staying warm and safe at home.
Chat.
Now let's talk about something that always makes me a little nervous. Driving in winter.
Ah, yeah, it can be tricky.
The guide mentioned something I always forget about: tire pressure.
Ah, that's so important.
Why is tire pressure so crucial in winter?
Well, cold weather makes the air in your tires contract.
So the pressure goes down.
Exactly.
Uh,
And underinflated tires don't grip the road as well,
which increases the risk of skidding.
especially on icy roads.
So it's not just about having good tires. It's about making sure they're properly inflated.
You got it.
Okay, what about driving on black ice? That stuff terrifies me.
Black ice is really dangerous because it's so hard to see.
It just blends right in with the pavement.
You got to be extra careful in areas where black ice forms, like bridges and overpasses.
So basically, drive slow and avoid any sudden movements.
Right, and increase your following distance.
You know, it's not just about you being a good driver.
Nope.
It's about being aware of other drivers who might not be so prepared.
Exactly. Defensive driving is key in winter.
Okay, so we've covered the roads. Now let's shift gears and talk about our health.
Er,
The guide had something in it that really surprised me about dehydration in winter.
yeah, it seems counterintuitive.
But you actually lose more water in winter through breathing.
It's because cold air is drier, so
Mhm.
your body has to work harder to humidify the air you breathe.
And that leads to more water loss.
Plus, we tend to feel less thirsty when it's cold.
So we might not even realize we're dehydrated.
Exactly. So make sure you're drinking plenty of water, even in winter.
Good reminder. And of course, we can't forget about flu season.
The dreaded flu.
Besides staying warm and hydrated, what else can we do to protect ourselves?
Well, getting your flu shot is the best way to prevent getting sick.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And good old-fashioned hand washing.
Always a good idea.
And eating plenty of fruits and veggies.
That's right. Got to boost that immune system.
Okay, so we've talked about staying safe and healthy indoors on the road.
Yep.
Now, what about when we venture outside?
Ah, yes. Braving the elements.
The guide really emphasizes the dangers of frostbite and hypothermia,
People often underestimate how quickly those conditions can set in.
especially with wind chill.
Yeah, the wind can make it feel so much colder.
Can you give us an example of how easily frostbite can happen?
Sure, imagine someone's out walking their dog.
Okay.
It's just below freezing, but there's a biting wind.
And they're not wearing gloves.
Exactly. That wind chill could make it feel like it's way below zero.
And their fingers could start to get frostbite in minutes?
It can happen that fast.
That's scary. So even bundled up, we should limit our time outdoors in extreme cold.
It's the safest approach.
And what about all that snow shoveling?
Oh, yeah, that can be a workout.
Especially if you're not used to it.
It's like a mini workout for your heart.
So take breaks, stay hydrated, don't overdo it.
Good advice.
Wow, we've covered a lot of ground today.
Yeah.
From the science of layering to driving tips to health precautions.
And everything in between.
As we head into winter, it's great to have all these reminders.
It is.
So listeners, we'd love to hear from you. With all these precautions in mind, how will you make this winter the most enjoyable one yet?
Yeah, what steps will you take to stay warm, safe, and have fun?
Let us know. Until next time, stay warm, stay safe, and embrace the beauty of winter.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.